All right, let me cut across to the big family feud that's now out in the open. In Telangana, the Bharat Rashtra Samithi, the BRS, the party now, at this point, looks like it's in splits. A family feud that seems to have come out in public. Kavitha, who's the daughter of party chief Chandrasekhar Rao, has resigned from the BRS and her MLC seat as well, just a day after she was suspended from the party by her own father and the party founder K. Chandrasekhar Rao. And the allegations are that she carried out anti-party activities. This is what was claimed. But it's not the resignation alone that's making waves. It's Kavitha's no-holds-barred attack on not just her own family members, saying that they did not give me a year, but also her cousins. Importantly, it's all to do with her cousins, T. Harish Rao and J. Santosh Kumar. She accuses these two men of trying to plot against her and her father, ensuring that they lose elections and trying to break the BRS party, saying that they are doing everything that they can to mislead KCR, that's her father and BRS founder, and says that both of them are aligned with Congress Chief Minister of Telangana, Revanth Reddy. They're basically working in the shadows for Revanth Reddy, only to try and fracture the BRS. Now, this is, of course, BRS at this point looking like there's a lot of family dispute that's now come into public, and it's now in full public glare, with Kavitha herself holding press conferences. She's joining me live as well to speak about her version, her side of the story, because she says that she wasn't heard. Now, it's interesting to note that the family did not want to consider her side of the story. If it's true, then it's shocking that her own father and her own brother, both holding very strong positions in the BRS, refused to hear her out. The party, of course, we know BRS had quite a debacle in the 2023 elections, the drubbing which they still face. They are trying to reboot and recharge their party, but that seems like will take a little while. It was quite an embarrassing defeat for the BRS undoubtedly, but this seems to be a lot more intimate in terms of a crisis and painful for the family itself. Kavitha branding Harish Rao, the cousin, a veil of corruption, warning her brother K.T. Rama Rao that he could be next in line if at all they don't draw the line. If basically they don't identify who the villains are here, then K.T. Rama Rao could be next in line. He could be targeted by Harish and Santosh, more or less what Kavitha has said. For the BRS already, electorally, they are bruised. Now they're battling some corruption charges as well from the Congress government. This open mudslinging raises a lot of questions. Can the party, the BRS itself, really withstand this storm? Now, you had an election debacle. After that, a family feud that's now out in the open. Kavitha says, though, it's less to do with family, more to do with party. Kavitha herself joins me live. I appreciate you, Kavitha, for choosing me and News 9 to come on this platform and speak your mind. You tell us that you weren't heard. Your father, your brother did not give you a year. Your version was not considered. And that's shocking to us. Would you narrate to us what exactly happened?
Thank you, Nabila ji, for speaking with me. As you said, ma'am, there has been some trouble during the past few months. After losing elections in Telangana, the true colors of many people have come out. Now they have started to openly display their covert operations with the Congress party, which is now in power in Telangana. Earlier also, they were constantly doing the same thing. Whilst I was addressing the issue internally earlier, after losing the power, they chose to leak one of my private communication that I had written to my father. This is about 100 days back, about 3 months back. Since then, I had taken up a stance in the party saying that whoever has leaked this private communication of mine needs to be, pulled up, and disciplinary action has to be taken. Yeah. In these 100 days, multiple people have, I believe, worked against me and managed to convince my father, our party president, Shri KCRG, to take action on me. I think he was under tremendous pressure to take action against me. But nevertheless, if this is done to me, I am just trying to appeal to my father and my brother, who's also the working president, that if I am the party who has expressed my grievance 100 days back. Why hasn't that been addressed?
Yeah.
And that should be addressed. People who have made me suffer and leaked my information should also be pulled up in the party. So disciplinary action cannot be one-sided. Well, whatever my father decides to do, he's also the honorable president of our party. I will certainly accept his decision, and that is why I chose to step out of the party, because a suspension certainly means that a strict message is being sent to me. So I have resigned today from the party for which I worked 20 years. It was 27 years. I was 27 years when I came back from US and immediately jumped into the Telangana movement and worked for the party independently and within the party as well. I put my blood and sweat in the party.
Yeah.
Now I've been suspended, and I'm still in the surprise and shock kind of a time zone right now.
Yeah.
Why has only action been initiated against me when there are other people who are till date working very covertly with BJP and Congress as well? And my father has never lost one election in last 40 years. In this general elections, he lost an election. And who are these guys who are responsible for my father's loss in this election? I've been asking since then internally in the party. Now I'm asking it out openly. So if you don't want to initiate any disciplinary measures on those people, why only me? That's my question.
My question here is, we know you're aiming straight at your cousins, Harish and Santosh. Both are, it's not just that they are senior leaders of the BRS, they've been ministers in the past, but they're also family. Harish and Santosh are also family. You claim that they've hatched a plan to divide your family. It's shocking. Do explain to us, why do you feel that?
Yes, he's my cousin. He's been in the party. I think party has been formed in 2001. So from somewhere in between of 2002, he's joined the party, and he worked. He's put in work, and undoubtedly, party has also taken care of him in the sense he was made a minister without even becoming an MLA in the very beginning. And party stood by him in everything, but then he never stood with the party. Over the years, he's been a habitual offender in the sense the moment party becomes a little weak, he immediately goes and meets leaders from other parties. He has done so with Y.S. Rashekar Reddy ji when he was alive. When our party was in serious trouble, he went and met him. Then he met Mr. Amit Shah ji. Then now he's met Mr. Revanth Reddy at least 3 times in the last 2 years. So I very strongly have all these, his history and his behavior to show cause, because they do have an understanding, because he does have an understanding with Mr. Revanth Reddy. And this is not only me, people who have seen him travel with Mr. Revanth Reddy, and people who have seen him meet Mr. Revanth Reddy openly in assembly and privately talking to him about 30 minutes or so. Why should he be doing all this? And the result is now directly seen. There are other multiple cases which Mr. Revanth Reddy talks about Mr. Harish Rao, but all of these are just one day headlines, and the second day they are gone. Whereas my brother, Mr. KTR, has been multiple cases have been lodged against him, and many a times they have called him to investigate and harass. Whereas anybody else other than from my family, both Mr. Harish and Santosh, they have zero cases on them. They have a very, very good understanding. And in this government also, Mr. Santosh is, doing a lot of stuff which he should not be doing. And that is why I directed my allegations on both of these people. And that is why I'm requesting my father to take note of the behavior of these people. See, end of the day, our party should be working for the people of Telangana, because my father and my leader, his main goal in his life is to make sure that Telangana prospers after the achievement of Telangana. So he's been only working one single-minded with that focus, whereas these guys under his nose have managed to do a great deal of corruption. So today I highlighted that corruption, and that is why they worked around, put a lot of pressure on my father, and made sure that I was suspended from the party. Now, once that decision is made, I chose to resign also.
Kavitha, all I can say is that you're not just a party member, you're also a daughter. And you will be viewed by your father as a daughter before a party person. How does it really make you feel your father and your brother not giving you a ear, not listening to your version of the story? Did you expect that?
Ma'am, in the last 100 days at least, see, if I divide my life into the first 20 years, which I have dedicated myself within the party, and the last 100 years since when the trouble has started. In this 100 days, definitely, I did not get, enough time to talk with my father, nor my brother tried to call me, which I believe is the direct result of the influence of these two people, whom I believe have successfully managed to form a coterie around my father and brother. So that is why I'm trying to appeal to both of them that you should also look past these coteries, talk to the people directly, understand their issues and problems. If me as a sitting women MLC, I sat in my own party office and directly said that there are conspiracies that are being hatched around me. Either one of them did not call me. So if a person like me does not get her grievance addressed, despite airing it openly in the party office, imagine the plight of other people. So this outlook has to change.
As much as I understand that there is a struggle within the BRS internally, the party also had quite an embarrassing defeat. In 2023, there was a debacle, which it seems like the party is now trying to come together and give it a recharge. But instances like this could only pull the party down furthermore. But my question is, when you're blaming Santosh and Harish for conspiring against you, do you believe that the loss of the BRS this time in 2023 assembly elections was all due to the two of them? Did they conspire to ensure that BRS and KCR loses?
Well, ma'am, we've won 38 seats, which is quite a decent number. We are an assembly, very small assembly, quite a decent number. Yes, we did not win. 63 is the winning mark, but we did not get that. We got 38 seats. It's a big number. Out of them, 10 MLAs have left after the defeat. But then the debacle, not only of the entire party, but my own father losing his election after 40 years. He contested from two seats. One of the seats he lost. And this is a person who's never lost an election in the last 40 years. So the kind of corruption and the kind of wrong things that were done under his nose by these two guys. And ma'am, my condition today is like, any person who who works in an intelligence. I can say if this person working in an intelligence is right, disasters are prevented. But that one time when he's wrong, a bomb blast happens. So I have multiple times averted a lot of conspiracies hatched by these two people by directly talking to my father internally. Now they deliberately leaked my information and made all the information public and forcing me to speak and air up my issues in public, which is something that I never wanted to do. Unfortunately, situations have come to this extent that I am forced to now talk in public. So when I say that, yes, these guys are one of the major reasons in the defeat of the previous elections, I speak with a lot of confidence and with many examples that I can pinpoint to.
But my only question here, Kavitha, is what is the ulterior motive of Harish and Santosh? If you're saying that they're behind this, what do you think is their larger agenda?
Ma'am, two things. Me, my father, my brother, if all three of us are united, nobody else can usurp the power or take control of BRS. So to take control of BRS, they need us divided. They did play a very good hand, and they have won, this particular day in their life. And as a result, I'm out of the party. But sabka time aega, then I believe hopefully I'll also get my win over them. But meanwhile, I am appealing to my brother to take care of father's health, one, to make sure that he doesn't meet the same fate. And I do trust that Mr. Harish Rao always eyed for the father's position, and he will not stop until each one of us are eliminated. So when all of us were together, we were constantly protecting my father and his position. And I believe now my brother has to do it for both of us.
Kavitha, are you in touch with your family? I know that these are hard times, but and also we've seen you having a great relationship with your father and brother. You'll always appeared to be a very close-knit family. Are you in touch with them at all? Are you on talking terms? Things are
I am, ma'am, I am in touch with my mother constantly, continuously. Through her, once or twice, father communicated a couple of things. But as I said, in the last 100 years, things have not been as normal as they were earlier.
I understand that this time you could not even celebrate Raksha Bandhan with your brother.
Unfortunately, I did reach out to my brother at least a day ahead, but he had to attend some other meeting, so he was not available. And I also went and met my father thrice on various occasions, despite these disturbances happening, because whenever anything comes upon him, I've always been the first person to stand beside him. And now my major agitation is also about the fact that because of these two people's corruption, unnecessarily my father is being dragged into the CBI investigation that the state government now intends to do. And being the responsible minister, Mr. Harish Rao, in the committee report, investigation committee report, he has simply shed all his responsibilities and pointed fingers only at my father. So that has been my major problem with him. And I'm only appealing once again to my brother that in this scenario, now he's the only one to guard the fort, he's the only one to take care of father. So I hope he does that.
You've had a tough 2 years, ma'am. Your struggle from fighting for the Delhi liquor case and now fighting within your own party and your family, it's been really hard for you. Would you want to speak about your last 2 years from the Delhi liquor case that you were arrested for all the way to now?
Yes, ma'am. My father himself has put it very openly multiple times. He said, because BJP is not able to um, capture BRS's position in Telangana, my daughter has been subjected to these false allegations and cases. And because I'm a member of BRS party and because I'm a family member of KCR, I've been targeted, in these wrongful cases. And I believe I'm the only women politician arrested and kept in Tihar jail for 5.5 months. It was really tough leaving my family, my kids, and for false allegations. If I had done something wrong, understandable, but for false allegations, I face that, and I am now much more sensitive and understand people's issues and troubles in from a different perspective.
Yeah.
It has certainly made me very humble, made me realize that life is too short, need to work more and more towards people's issues.
You have a party that is run by your father. I understand that your political future at this point. Do you see that? Would you reconcile with your family members? And I will again ask you the Delhi liquor case, and now this. It's really a tough 2 years. A lot of questions being asked if you're going to change parties, you're going to join someone else. Will you reconcile with your family? What next?
Ma'am, right now I'm still in the shock of, aftermath of the suspension. Um, and I did not want to hold on to the positions that this party gave to me, despite being suspended. That is why I resigned from both party and MLC positions. I will take a break. I will speak with all my well-wishers. I will also speak with the intellectuals of Telangana. I will see, end of the day, whatever I do in future, it should help people of Telangana. It is just not about me and my survival. This is not a job. This is a passion which can truly bring some change in people's life. If not, there is no point of doing anything. So I will take my time and proceed with caution, because as I said, ultimately it should only help the people of Telangana, not just me.
Would you want to join any other party? My question is there a way that you will want to reconcile with your family?
No, ma'am, I would not consider joining any other political party. The pride of being in BRS, the pride of being KCR, a fighter's daughter, that and the dedication with BRS, which was earlier TRS work to achieve the statehood. I do not think any other party currently in Telangana has that kind of fire and integrity and honesty. So that is why it is painful to see such a party entertaining these corrupt people. And my fight is to make sure that the party is purged of these elements, which have ultimately led to my father's defeat.
All right, ma'am. I really appreciate you being so transparent with us. I, of course, would ask if you miss your family at this point. What is it that you miss the most?
Both of them, ma'am, I miss my mother a lot, and the thought of not being able to meet her as frequently is already killing me from inside. On a personal level, these relationships should never be cut off. But you know how in our lives in the last 25 years, politics, personal life, there has been no lines. Because when you are a part of a movement, then you are just, running up early in the morning and going everywhere. And it was a very emotional moment. Many kids died for Telangana. So everything got intertwined, ma'am. So I have no idea how it will work out. But then, yeah, my mother is the one I miss the most.
You know, I really appreciate Ms. Kavitha for joining us and speaking your mind, speaking your heart out. And I wish you're able to resolve this with your father, your brother, senior party members of the BRS. It's been a party that was integral in forming Telangana. You have been integral, your father has been, your brother has been, and all the host of leaders. If you're claiming that there are two people, Harish and Santosh, who are to be blamed for destroying the party, for destroying your family, then I hope you find justice. And we look forward to see you more in political life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Navneet.